The Cleveland Browns are once again at the center of NFL debate, and this time, the spotlight isn't on Deshaun Watson or the team's struggling offense, but on Colorado quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Former NFL quarterback Robert Griffin III, famously known as RGII, made a bold statement that has taken fans by surprise. According to RGII, Shedeur Sanders, son of the legendary Deion Sanders, could be a perfect fit for the Browns only if head coach Kevin Stefanski is fired. It's a take that sparked a heated conversation among analysts, fans, and even some within the Browns community. RGII's surprising take on the Browns' future. During a recent segment on ESPN, RGII didn't hold back when discussing the Browns' offensive struggles this season. The former Heisman Trophy winner argued that Cleveland's coaching staff, led by Kevin Stefanski, has failed to develop a consistent offensive identity, particularly with quarterback Deshaun Watson. RGII went as far as to say that no promising young quarterback, including Shedeur Sanders, would thrive under Stefanski's current system. Let's be real, RGII said. If Kevin Stefanski is still running that offense, Shedeur Sanders would never get the chance to show what he's capable of. You want to see Shedeur succeed? It's going to have to be with a coach who understands how to use a young, confident, high IQ quarterback. This statement instantly turned heads across the NFL world. Many saw it as a direct challenge to the Browns front office, while others viewed it as praise for Shedeur's readiness to transition to the pro level. The Browns' QB conundrum. Cleveland's quarterback issues have been well documented. Despite investing heavily in Deshaun Watson, the team has yet to see consistent elite-level play. Watson's health concerns and inconsistent performances have left fans questioning whether the Browns need to consider drafting a new quarterback next season. Under Kevin Stefanski, the Browns have shown flashes of offensive brilliance but have often failed to sustain momentum. Many critics point to Stefanski's rigid play calling as a reason why Cleveland's offense feels predictable and uninspired. That's where RGI's comments strike a chord. He suggested that Stefanski's system is better suited for veteran game managers, not dynamic playmakers like Shedeur Sanders. You put Shedeur in a structured, read-heavy offense with no room for creativity, and you're wasting his talent, RGI emphasized. Who is Shedeur Sanders in this conversation? Shedeur Sanders has rapidly become one of the most polarizing yet promising prospects in college football. Playing under his father, Deion coach Prime Sanders, at Colorado, Shedeur has turned heads with his elite poise, decision-making, and leadership. Despite playing behind a struggling offensive line, Shedeur has managed to post impressive numbers and display a calmness rarely seen in college quarterbacks. Scouts have praised his mechanics, football IQ, and NFL-ready arm talent. Many already project him as a potential first-round pick in the upcoming draft, possibly landing anywhere from the top 10 to mid-first round, depending on team needs. RGII believes Shedeur's mental makeup and leadership qualities could transform a franchise, but only if he lands in the right situation. The kid has everything you want in a franchise quarterback, Griffin said. But if he ends up somewhere with an outdated system or a coach who doesn't trust him, it's over before it begins. Why RGII thinks Cleveland could work, but not with Stefanski. Interestingly, RGII doesn't dismiss Cleveland as a potential landing spot for Shedeur altogether. Instead, he believes the franchise's culture, defense, and fan base could create a strong foundation for a young quarterback, but only if the leadership changes. The Browns have a championship-caliber defense. They've got talent everywhere, from Amari Cooper to Nick Chubb when healthy, Griffin explained. What they don't have is an offensive vision. And that starts at the top. If they bring in a coach who can tailor the offense to a young QB's strengths, Shedeur Sanders could thrive there. Many fans on social media echoed RGII's sentiments. Some even suggested that the Browns could benefit from a complete offensive reboot, especially if Stefanski continues to struggle in high-pressure situations. Fan reactions, split between hope and frustration. The reaction from fans has been mixed but passionate. On one hand, Browns fans are intrigued by the idea of bringing in Shedeur Sanders, especially given his star power and connection to Coach Prime. On the other hand, many are skeptical about firing a coach who led the team to a playoff win not too long ago. One fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "I love Shedeur's game, but firing Stefanski just to draft him? That's a huge gamble." Another replied, "We've had 20 quarterbacks in 25 years. Maybe it's time to try something different, like building around a leader who knows how to win." There's also the marketing side to consider. Shedeur's arrival in Cleveland would generate massive media attention and excitement. The Sanders brand, combined with the passionate Browns fan base, could create one of the most talked-about storylines in the NFL. Stefanski's future in Cleveland. While RGI's statement has stirred conversation, it also raises a bigger question. How secure is Kevin Stefanski's job? Despite occasional offensive struggles, Stefanski has led the Browns to multiple winning seasons and is generally respected around the league. However, if the team continues to stagnate, the front office may be forced to make a change. NFL insiders have noted that ownership's patience might be running thin, especially with a roster built to win now. If the Browns miss the playoffs again, a shake-up could be inevitable. And in that case, RGI's prediction might not be so far-fetched. Could Shedeur Sanders actually end up in Cleveland? From a football standpoint, it's not entirely unrealistic. If Cleveland underperforms and ends up with a mid-first round pick, they could be in position to target Shedeur Sanders, assuming he declares for the draft. His style of play could bring a fresh dynamic to a franchise in desperate need of offensive identity. But for now, everything depends on two things: Stefanski's job security and Shedeur's decision to enter the NFL draft. If both stars align, Stefanski's exit and Shedeur's availability, the Browns could find themselves in position to make one of the most intriguing moves of the decade. Final thoughts. Robert Griffin III's take may sound bold, but it highlights a growing sentiment among fans and analysts alike that the Cleveland Browns are stuck in offensive purgatory. With elite talent on defense and a roster capable of competing, the missing piece could indeed be a young, dynamic quarterback like Shedeur Sanders. But RGI made one thing clear: for that to happen, Kevin Stefanski would need to go. Only if Kevin Stefanski is fired, Shedeur Sanders will get an opportunity with the Browns, Griffin declared, leaving NFL fans debating whether it's time for Cleveland to truly start over or double down on what they already have.